Hello, my name is Laura and I am polyamorous in life and in my knitting. This podcast is mostly about my knitting. You can find me on Instagram as polyamorous knitter and on Ravelry as Onervainen. I want to tell you why I chose this name for my podcast. It is because a lot of people say that they are monogamous knitters or they are not monogamous knitters. And I always think that I am not a monogamous anything. So I think I am also polyamorous in my knitting. And what it means to me is that I can have meaningful relationships in my life, and I want to have a lot of meaningful projects in my life as well. So the main point is not to have as many relationships or projects as you can, but to have meaningful projects and relationships. I live in Finland in a small town called Kajaani with my family, my husband, who wants to be called Habibi in this podcast because a lot of people call their husbands hubby, and he was like, I want to be a Habibi. So it is Habibi, and it means like my dear and my love in Arabic. So it is quite fitting. We also have two of our sons living with us, and they are aged 14 and 16, so they are quite big and don't need me as much as they used to. And our third son, or our first son, is living in Helsinki on his own. He is 20 years old now, so not in our everyday life, but in our hearts always. We also have two cats, and they are roaming around here right now. You may hear them from time to time if they have something to tell us. Kura is now scratching on her scratching post there. And here she comes and goes. I'll tell you a bit about my journey as a knitter. As a lot of people in Finland, I have learned to knit as a child. I don't remember how old I was, maybe 9 or something. But my mother knit quite a bit when I was young, and also my grandmother knit, and I wanted to knit because they did. And at school, I knit something. We learned to knit socks and some other little things. And the first sweater I knit I started it when I was 15 at school, but I didn't finish it then. But I finished it later. But it was knit in not in round, but in pieces. But then I have knit from time to time all my life. Like sometimes I knit a lot and sometimes I haven't knit that much. But I used to knit mostly socks and things for my children when they were little. But now, maybe 2 years ago, I find my love for knitting again, like really. And since then I've been knitting more and more, and I've been learning a lot of stuff, and I love it, and I am mostly a knitter nowadays. So that is my journey as a knitter, and I think that I'm just learning, because I'm just like practicing, because I'm learning all the time, and I learn about different types of knitting and stitches, and I've learned to knit cables and color work and also about different kinds of yarn and Kura just dropped from the curtains. Different kinds of fibers also, and I'm really interested in lamb and I mean sheep, different kinds of wool and all that stuff. And since I'm like on quite a tight budget, so I cannot buy anything I want, and I really love things like hand-colored yarn and Finnish wool and stuff like that. And I want to buy like ethical wool and yarn, but I have had to learn to do things myself because I cannot buy anything I want. So I'm trying to learn to dye the yarn also, but I'm not very good at it yet. But I hope that I will learn to be better. So let's move to the knitting part. I am wearing this Lento sweater by Jonna Hietala. It was first published in Line magazine. And but I don't have the magazine, but I bought this on their website, this pattern, and I really love it. This is my go-to sweater. I haven't had this quite not so long, just a few months, but I do love it. It's so soft. I used Sadness Garn Tune Merino and Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair on this, and it is dreamy. And I am quite itchy when it comes to wool and everything, so I really like soft wool on my skin especially. I knit this in needles. This was knit in 6mm needles, and the ribbing was knit in 4mm needles, and the size is 3. And I think I cannot get up and show you because the camera is too close to me, but it is a bit, maybe a 10 centimeters longer than in the pattern, but I feel that I cannot wear really cropped shirts because I don't like the way I look with or in them. Oh yes. Then this hat I've knit maybe, I don't remember, a few years ago. I don't know the yarn because I didn't, at that time I wasn't so into this knitting world, so I didn't write it up anywhere. But I just knit when I knit, I just did it. I didn't have a pattern. There's some ribbing and this moss stitch or seed stitch. I'm not sure which is it, or is it both in different places. And I really like it. It is soft. I don't know what wool it is. It is wool. Then I have this skirt I made. This is from scrap yarn, and my habibi says that this looks like villavaippahousut. That means the wool pants you put on a baby if they have a cloth diaper under it. So not that flattering, but I can use it under the dress, so it will just keep me warm. I also have these socks I made from, this is like this thin 4-ply something from Hobby. I don't remember what wool is it. Yeah. As I said, I used to knit only like small things like socks or leg warmers or mittens or hats. But last spring I decided that I am going to learn to knit garments also. And the first thing I did was this hoodie. It is gigantic and it has cables on it and it is lovely. And even now when I look at it, I think that, wow, I made that. I really made that. These buttons, they are from internet, someplace. I don't remember the place, but they are like these shield things. I really like them. And this is so warm. It is knit in drops Nepal, and the colorway is navy, I think. Yeah, it is not too itchy on my neck, so I don't have to think about that wearing something under it. But it is so warm and so lovely, and I love it. I don't have a picture for you right now, but the pattern is from this book, Unelmien talvineuleet, and it is by Pirjo Iivonen, and it is this Metsänhenki, which means like spirit of the forests. And when I saw this, I thought that I am going to have to knit that I love it. And so I did. And after then I have knit quite a bit other garments and sweaters for other people too. And I love knitting for other people because it is my way of showing the love for them, for people I love. Maybe not someone I don't know. It would be a bit weird for me. So it's not really the process, but it is that I can give something that is warm to other people when the world is so cold. And in Finland it often is. So I think that is that for now. This is my first episode, and I hope you'll come and see more of my episodes when they come out, when I will make them. And I think that I will make them maybe, I don't have a schedule, but maybe once a month or something like that. It depends on if I have something to say. I was thinking that I will show you my previous projects later, on the later episodes, like a bit in every episode. And I do have maybe 6 projects on my needles right now, but I think I will show them later, because now this system which I use to film this is on my what's it called, crate, or this crate table, and all my yarn and stuff are under it, so maybe I will not now just blow this whole thing up and lose the filming stuff. Yeah, but welcome to my channel. You can subscribe if you feel like you want to, and you can like this episode if you want to. You don't have to. But I hope that you've enjoyed this bit of time with me, and we'll see you later. Bye.